You're listening to Collective Practice, a podcast for mental health entrepreneurs who dare to dream, create, and grow your business. I'm Lauren Spalding, marriage and family therapist and business consultant. I'm on a mission to create abundant success for those in the helping profession who strive to tear down barriers around mental wellness and create healing opportunities for all. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. Let's jump right in. Welcome to the Collective Practice Podcast. I'm Lauren Spalding, and today we are talking about time management skills. Did you know that on average, entrepreneurs spend 80% of their day on low-level activities? And if you reflect on your week or maybe even your day-to-day, you probably see that happening to you as well. We can get really caught up in those day-to-day tasks and not be able to spend time focused on building our business or expanding our reach. So today, I wanted to talk about one time management skill that's going to help you free up some of that time so that more of your day can be focused on CEO level tasks. And this time management skill I want to talk about is batching your social media content. Now, being a therapist today, you know that online marketing is a big part of our job now. We need an online presence to help build and grow our business. And that's because online content gives us an ability to build authority and rapport before someone even looks into the services that we can offer. Without the right time management skills, online marketing can feel like such a drag and such a time suck. So that you can better embrace the digital age, I wanted to talk through a few things you can do to have better time management when you are working on your online presence. So if you did not listen to my last podcast episode, I do recommend it as I walk you through how to niche down your services and attract your ideal client. And when you're thinking about online marketing, you always want to have that ideal client in mind. You don't want to be speaking to the masses. You want to be speaking specifically to that person who you want to be working with you. It's really easy to create a general mental health account where you talk on anxiety, depression, relationships, parenting. I mean, you could just kind of keep it this very general, vague social media account. But the reality is you're not going to be creating as much authority if you are marketing yourself as a general mental health page. You want to be speaking to that unique voice that you have in the mental health community and that unique person that your client is. So now that you have your audience figured out, you want to start batching your content so that you can have a consistent schedule for when you're going to be posting and where you're going to be posting. So the way that you want to plan for batching your content is to kind of think of it like a funnel. You want to start with your rich and robust content first. That's going to be YouTube, a blog, a podcast, things like that are going to be more long form content. The reason you want to start there is that you can pull from just one blog post or one YouTube video and create multiple shorter term content posts. For example, obviously in this episode, I'm talking about all these different steps you can take to batch your social media content. Well, this is my more long form content, my podcast, my YouTube channel. So from there, I could break apart all the different steps that I talked through today and make multiple posts for things like Instagram, Twitter, more short-term content. So let's say that a topic I want to cover is relationships. First, what you want to do is batch your ideas. Spend an afternoon just brainstorming all of the different things that you can share regarding relationships. So I might talk about affair recovery, building trust and safety, effective conflict communication, communicating needs, communicating boundaries. There's 5 ideas right there for my relationship counseling account. Next, you want to batch your research. So with each of the 5 ideas, spend a day thinking through the actual script for your long form content. So let's take affair recovery. I might do some research to see what are other articles saying about affair recovery. I might take what I learned from my specific therapeutic model and think about how I apply that as a therapist for clients who are working on affair recovery. I might even look at the website or other blogs around my theoretical model to start getting inspiration around different ideas that I can share in that post. And next, we're going to batch the actual creation of your content. So we've written down the ideas, we've written down research and resources, and maybe even some bullet points and a script. And then you're going to take a day to actually record, type, create all of these different content ideas. So with those 5 ideas, we would first batch typing up all of the blogs from those different ideas, or batch recording the podcast episodes or YouTube videos. And then from there, we can batch the smaller, more quick content pieces for things like Instagram and Twitter. So again, let's take that example of affair recovery, and I'm talking about how couples can rebuild trust from affair recovery. So I might record my podcast episode, and then I might transcribe it so that I can put it up on a blog. So those are 2 opportunities for people to find a more robust and more in-depth description of affair recovery. Now, then those are batched. I'm going to move on to that more quick, short form content that might be carousels on Instagram, that might be IG Reels or TikTok, whatever that is. You then want to spend some of that day recording or creating the different ways that you're going to have more bite-sized pieces of that bigger topic. And the last thing you want to do is schedule your content. Now that you've taken a day to create all of that fantastic media, you want to actually schedule when you're going to be posting. So you want to pick what days of the week do you want to post, and you want to schedule that content accordingly. And what this is going to help you do is have more intentional and mindful ways of promoting your services. Rather than having this ongoing cycle where you're always creating content the day of, you're going to know exactly what topic you're focused on that week and exactly how you're going to be creating and posting content around that. And when people see your online presence, they're going to see consistency, there's going to see focus, and they're going to see exactly who you are as a therapist. And as you get more familiar with batching content, you'll see that more of your days are freed up for bigger tasks than just that day-to-day maintenance of online content. Now go schedule your content batching, and I look forward to seeing what you created. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. As we wind down from this episode, take a moment to reflect on your key takeaways. How can you care for your business and yourself this week? Don't forget, you are awesome and worthy of a hugely successful career. I hope to help you and support you along the way. I'll see you in the Collective Practice Facebook group and in the masterclass. Visit laurenspalding.co for more details. Talk to you soon, friend.